Is this restaurant just as good with a new chef?
Princess Bear here today. We're hanging at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort because it's time to taste the new flavors of the islands.
At Sebastian's Bistro.
Yes, things have changed in the back end, so we're seeing if it's still good on the front end. And as your number one choice in foodie infotainment, we investigate those things so you don't have to. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm a pirate now.
It's time to foodie and chill. Shrinkflation is working hard here at Sebastian's Bistro, but Chef Mike is working harder. Chef Mike is here representing for the gluten-free vegan allergy bread, and then we have the beautiful guava butter that we love to put on everything, and then the better than adult things, caramelized onion jam. There is no other place at Walt Disney World that can make this Chef Mike allergy bread taste better. And it's simply because of the specialized guava butter and caramelized onion. It's a reason to come back and just get it again and again and again, which I would normally say. Keep the caramelized onion and the guava butter for other things that you have here at Sebastian's Bistro because it's worth it. The Chef Mike bread, we've had a billion times, not so much, but with the fixings it's nice. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 breads. It gives decent bread. I will not be waiting by the phone for this to call me still because it's still the allergy bread.
You might wonder, as people who create foodie content for theme parks online, do we ever get sick of going out to eat? And the answer to that question is equivocally no. Even without this YouTube channel, we would still be coming to eat at Disney probably more times than is fiscally responsible. But we're millennials, that's just what we do. Now, there are places that we would go more often if we weren't doing YouTube. We do places often that we don't love because we need to do that for the community. But Sebastian's Bistro is a place that I can say with zero doubt we would be coming probably once a month. If it wasn't for the need to create content for other videos, because we love this place. It is the only place, while we're on that, where I will happily eat the allergy-free, gluten-free rolls because the dippings are amazing. Plant-based guava butter, easily the best plant-based butter on Walt Disney World property, and by a wide margin. And this delicious onion jam. Get both, keep both. If you want more, definitely ask for more. With both the plant-based guava butter and the onion jam, I would chew this like bubble gum for the rest of the night, given the opportunity. The only time I give this bread an above average rating. 3.75 out of 5 plus.
Now, why would you have to chew it like bubble gum?
Because it's that dense and chewy. It's still gluten-free allergy rolls, okay? They're dense, they're chewy, they're spongy. But here, I'm willing to forgive them. You have the default, the basic bread service. You have these nice pull-apart onion rolls with a nice Mickey-shaped onion crisp. Mickey.
So fun.
Exactly. And then you have the regular guava butter, not plant-based, and the same onion jam you get with the vegan portion. What we're going to do is do a nice pull-apart, nice, warm, fresh. We're going to take a bit of the Mickey crisp. He don't need an ear. We're going to take a tiniest bit of the guava butter because I like to live. And then a healthy dollop of the onion jam on top of the onion bread, on top of the guava butter, because we believe in doubling down on the good thing. That Parmesan Mickey crisp with the guava butter and the onion jam is just like heaven. And the onion pull-apart bread, while like amazing, isn't an afterthought, but it's not the star. It doesn't matter. This is an amazing bread service. This is why when we did our top bread service at Walt Disney World, this one remains on the list because it's one of the most unique, tasty, and you can eat as much as you want, which is a dangerous combination. 4.5 out of 5 balls.
Now, another victim of shrinkflation is the salad. This salad is like a fourth of the size of the salad that it used to be when they initially served it. And there was a lot more greens and a lot less pineapple. So that doesn't make me feel very comfy. But I am going to take the smallest bite of the things. Let's just see. The key lime dressing is still very prominent, very fire, very dressed, very overdressed. Like, you just walked into a TGI Fridays in a suit, overdressed. But it's tangy, so I guess there's that. The aftertaste is a little earthy. I don't feel like it was usually like that, like earthy and minty. I don't know, it medium tosses my salad. I don't know if I would want my salad to be tossed again by Sebastian's. I miss their lunch, but I don't miss their salad. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5 salad tossings.
Man, this is still a family channel. Now me, I'm just going in for all the things because I have both an allergy to mango and obviously Prince being vegan. Their salad is naturally vegan here, so we get the same salad. I can just get the whiff of the pineapple to my nostrils. I love pineapples in all things, as long as it's fresh. If you give me syrupy canned pineapple, I will riot. Other than that, no complaints thus far. Get a healthy dose of the pineapple, get some radish in here. To be honest, the pineapple is canned. It's not fresh. The lettuce is good. The leaves are as wet as foliage after an island rainstorm, and that is not a good thing. Missing the crunch. It's a salad. Luckily, there are better things here. This is only slightly above average because of the pineapple. 2.75 out of 5 balls.
This is the new veggie option, not in its own little bowl, just a veggie. Look at this carrot, so sad. This is the saddest broccoli I've seen in a minute. I don't even know how I feel about this. I'm just gonna try and grab like some pieces of extra things, but this looks dry and sad and a skeleton of what was there before. It needs some sort of sauce or something. It's just very dry and not seasoned. I don't know what happened with the vegetables here, but maybe Chef David departing made them not as seasoned. I would give them a 1 out of 5 vegetables. That is not good.
This broccoli is looking kind of suspect. Carrots. Let's get a brock. Kind of dense, not gonna lie. It's given a Walmart Great Value vegetable medley. That's what it's given. Like, I know it's a vegetable. My tongue recognizes the vegetable. My taste buds is like, that is a hint. That's what it is in vegetable. It doesn't eat like one. It's just kind of like vegetable-shaped fruit product. 2 out of 5 balls.
Now this cilantro rice with red beans is usually the thing that I don't like to share with Bear, and I get my own bowl. In fact, it's like a tiny little piece on this plate. Makes me sad, but maybe they changed the recipe. I will say the beans are cooked well. And the rice is rice. It's not Persian approved. The cilantro is okay, but it's not seasoned well. And it's not cooked well. I don't know. In my mind, I just keep repeating over and over, not Persian approved, not Persian approved. 1.5 out of 5 rice.
Well, cilantro rice here has always been a winner. Is it still winning? Or has it finally come time for it to retire? I'd like it not to retire. I like the rice greasy. Is it greasy or just me? Something's off there. Off course. Lost in a storm? Washed ashore? No, washed out to sea. The rice ain't hitting, and the cilantro all there. It's just 2 out of 5 bucks.
This is the newest side option that we have not had here at Sebastian's Bistro, the plantains. Bear and I are big connoisseurs of plantains. We love a good plantain, especially when we go to like an Amatista or other Caribbean adjacent restaurant. The plantains are the best thing on the sides, but I've never had a dry plantain before. And somehow, this one is dry. I'm used to them being like juicy and moist and lovely. I don't know what's happening with this plantain, but not a vibe. 2.5 out of 5 plantains. I really think that maybe we're just here on an off day because usually these sides like are a 10, and today they're just not.
I'm glad that I know how to cook plantain, because I'm afraid that if I did, I'd probably weigh 600 pounds of completely my own fault. It is a plantain. It's colored well. Doesn't taste well. Now, Princess warned me before I picked this up that I should temper my expectations. But I love Sebastian's, so my expectations are literally through the roof. It could have cooked a little longer. But then, yeah, in the center is very dry. I'm thinking heat probably not high enough. Could have cooked it too long. Strange. Interesting. Better than the rest, but strange. 3 out of 5 bucks.
This is the hit or miss item for the vegans, the crab cake. It comes with this sauce that was changed recently after Chef David left. Yeah, they also recommend the pineapple chutney to go with it, so I'm gonna try it first with the sauce and then second with the pineapple. With the sauce, it tastes very smoky and it's giving me like Gardein crab cake vibes without the breading. And I feel like somebody went a little hard on the smoke in this one because this one tastes really smoky. I feel like it's not supposed to usually be like this. I would give this a 2.5 out of 5 crab cakes. And usually I really like the crab cakes, especially since Chef David made us come back last time because of the poor quality of the crab cakes. I think his departure has just made these ones go downhill immensely. So, not a huge fan. Let me try it with the pineapple chutney. Let's see if it's better. Grab this piece here. Now, I'm not a pineapple person, so I'm just going to put the babyest amount of the pineapple on here. Let's see. Is this going to help it at all? No. Wow, it's giving me like Starbucks coffee vibes. Like, you went to work and you got the bottom part of the coffee. Like, it's been sitting there for some hours. Like, one of the last people to get like the last, like bottom part of the coffee. It's just all grounds and burnt. That's what this tastes like. 2 out of 5 crab cakes. No.
Of all the items on here, all the plant-based items, the fish cake, it's supposed to be the premiere of the premiere. It's the unique special dish that you are 1,000% not going to find anywhere else on property. So when it hits, it's supposed to hit like a freight train. I doubted the princess when she said burnt coffee. And yet, now that it's hanging on the roof of my mouth, that's all I can think about. And that's really strange. It's this weird, sort of like the moisture sucked out of it, but then it's a little bit burnt, but not in a good way burnt. And it sort of just robs it of the flavor. But like I can know there's other flavors there, given that we had it before, but something in the way that it's prepared this time just overpowers. All I get is smoke out of it. That could be that possibly somebody like overdid it with the liquid smoke. But it's definitely hindering the flavor of the crab cake overall. Now with a little bit of the pineapple chutney. Give it a little wallop dollop, as they say. I'm just not loving this pineapple chutney today. It just tastes syrupy. Like the worst way. I hate to do it. But it's 2 out of 5 plus. It's just something in that smokiness. It's just so artificial and so not vibing in the entire dish right now.
This is a thinly sliced Beyond sausage, which they said to try with the chutney. So I'm going to try it by itself first. It's not the hot Italian, it's your traditional Beyond sausage. So now I'm going to try it. I'm going to put it on a separate spoon so that it doesn't contaminate the bear. As I drop all my things. Alright, now on the spoon I'm going to put this mango chutney. Just what Chef recommends goes with the Beyond sausage. Let's see if it makes it any better. No. Don't do that. I know Chef recommends that. Don't do that. Chef, what you smoking? No. That's a 2 out of 5 sausages. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'd rather go to BB Wolf's and enjoy my sausage.
As someone that eats a lot of Beyond sausages, I'll admit, sometimes I'm a little harsh on them. Beyond Meat changed the plant-based game in the parks. It ushered in the age of the alt meat and having better options than a plain black bean burger or just sides. So while I've hated on the fact that it's just consistently the same flavor, the fact is it's consistent. And it's been here when other options haven't been. So I have to put a little bit of respect on its name just for that. Doesn't mean I always want to get it. What I will give them is after years and years of having the Beyond sausage here now, I think 3 years almost, they know how to cook it. Now, you can also get it cooked to your preference, so if you want it more cooked, less cooked, they are always been more than happy to do that for you here. But I will say that it's cooked to specifications. It's not undercooked because they don't know how to handle it. It is a Beyond sausage through and through. 3 out of 5 plus.
This is an Impossible kefta, so you get both Beyond and Impossible meats to try. I smothered this one in the sauce unintentionally, but I usually like the kefta, so it's giving me vibes of a Harambe Market kefta pita. It's just the same kind of flavor. You just got a lot of herbs. It's very herbaceous, Impossible. Nice little pieces of meat, just like ready to go in anything. In a terrible thing, but it's also not a great thing. But it kind of sucks you don't have any sauces to go with it because it's a little bit dry. It'd be nice if you could like put it in a pita like you do at Harambe Market. But on its own, I mean, you're eating it with multiple things. There's no side thing that I would eat this with. Like, I'm not going to eat the cilantro rice and the kefta. So you're just going to want to eat it by itself. But I would enjoy like a little cucumber tomato salad with it or something. I just don't have that here. I would give it a 3 out of 5 keftas. I think Animal Kingdom does it better.
Here we have the nice, thick and rolled Impossible Kefka. This is one of the first places we had Impossible Kefka here at Walt Disney World, and then obviously one of our favorites now being at Animal Kingdom. And a nice, seasoned and prepared Impossible meat into Kefka style. We've seen this come out in many configurations. There's like the tube-like. We've seen it come out as like little medallions, but I'm glad that it still persists and exists. Like all of you. Thank you for being here. Very well seasoned if possible, from tip to tip. It could benefit from some sort of sauce, or even just more of the sauce that's already on the plate for the fish cake on here. Because all combined, it is a little on the dry side. It's still very flavorful, and I would still take that over the Beyond Saucier of the Week. If there was anything I was definitely going to order more of on this plate, it would definitely be the Impossible Kefka. I would give that 3.5 out of 5 points.
Last but not least is my bae, the tofu stick. Now, there used to be like a little chimichurri they used to put on this, but now it's just a tofu stick on its own. And I'm not mad at that. I'm just gonna try and fork it. I mean, there you go. It fell off on its own. Cheers. I think the reason why I've always loved this tofu is because it gives me like churro vibes, and today is no exception. I know it's supposed to be jerk, but it's just so sweet that I just get churro vibes, and I love it. So, cheers to a tofu dessert, and may there be many more. I've definitely had plenty of tofu desserts in my life that I've loved, including like chocolate chip tofu pie and whatevs. This is a tofu churro stick, and I love it. 4 out of 5 tofus.
In the halls of some of the best prepared tofu on property, Satuli at Animal Kingdom is still king. Ruler, supreme leader. Sebastian's Bistro isn't far behind. Look at that. Well-seasoned, breaded tofu. On theme, no less. They could have just put tofu blocks on here. And I'm sure for a lot of people that would have been fine. But here, I like something unique. The breading and seasoning, definitely like, for me, runner-up. Honestly, if they just brought me a plate of just the tofu sticks and the kefka, I would be perfectly happy and satisfied there, and I'm not even vegan. Tasty, delicious, seasoned all the way through. This is the expectation. Today is probably the best thing on the plate. 4.25 out of 5 points. Like a bear of the truest value, I love me some fish. I always start with the fish. I always prefer fish over anything else. This whole meat platter, you get fish and all the delectable things, and how could I say no? The nice flaky white fish served on a palm fry. The seasoning is deft, as in like light touch, but not bland. It's just enough so you don't overpower the fish and just like some salty mess, which I find happens a lot when certain places bake fish. They go overboard the seasoning because they're afraid of either 1, drying out, or 2, that it'll come out not seasoned enough. This is just about right. It's got a nice crisp edge, sauce center. I really have no complaints. The sauce pairs well with it. I would probably ask for more of that on the side if you can get it, but it's still a good fish. I give it 3 out of 5 points.
You can ask for more sauce.
You can ask for more sauce. So here we have the steak served on the meat platter. It is served medium to medium rare. Just be aware of that. You can ask for other cooks if you like. I always get it chef's choice because I want to get it exactly as they mean for it. Now, I'll try it by itself first. A piece of that horse steak. Nice and tender, well seasoned. You steak people, you will have your steak and you will eat it too. It's good. I give it 3.5 out of 5 claws. I also am going to try it with an array of the sauces. You do get one sauce meant for the beef, which is this like charmula looking chimichurri over here. Go ahead and dump that on top. Give that a bite. It is definitely a charmula now, where I believe it was a chimichurri before. And charmula, it's given fresh, given nice. That is a sauce I can dump on most anything. I'm going to keep my 3.5 rating though. While I'm here, because I am in fact a foodie, I have problems with letting the foodie thoughts win. I have steak. I have an onion jam. This onion jam, it's going on my steak. And I will make no apologies. Some of you put steak sauce on steak, and even I judge you. Forgive me my onion jam. Ooh. That bite, it's something special. Savory and sweet. That's nice. I would give that a 4.5 out of 5 claws. It elevates it that much. Something that I would do every time I come. So here we have the pulled pork. Normally the pork would come with a mango sambal. But you saw the princess try earlier. I am allergic to mango. Definitely allergic to mango. So no mango sambal for me. I just get the solo dolo pulled pork. Looks seasoned, looks juicy, but can be deceiving. It is in fact mojo pork. With that nice bit of citrus on the back end. Very tasty. I would give that a 3.75 out of 5 claws. Now I do also have a tamarind barbecue sauce, which should be pretty good. I think that would hit well with some citrus pulled pork. But let's find out. Two very strong flavors. I say don't go overboard, but I'm leaving it at the 3.75 out of 5 claws. It's good pork. It's tasty. It'll hit. It feels of the island. Something gives you like a nice island barbecue. Last up we have the king of meats, the chicken. I know there are a lot of you who are like, well, I like pulled pork, I like steak. If I'm not eating fish, chicken is the king of meats for me. It's the king. There's more of it made here in the US than anything else. Chicken, cooked well, I'll take over with well-cooked steak any day of the week. The skin feels like a royal cake for my taste buds. Chicken, nice and juicy, well seasoned. It's not seasoned to where they're trying to cover anything up. They know they cook good chicken and they're proud of it. And I'm proud of them. It's tasty, it's hidden. Honestly, it's my favorite thing on the plate. I'm not surprised. I would give that 4.25 out of 5 claws. I will definitely be attempting to get more of this. Unless I get full.
House of Brown Rosé. I've had all of the versions of House of Brown, and this one is by far my favorite. This one was introduced to Disney World, I want to say like 2-3 months ago, which would be like, what are we in January? October, November time at Disney. This is the official drink for celebrating Soulfully, February 2025. They're doing a frozen version of this, which I'm really excited to try. Cheers to House of Brown, a Black-owned, women-owned business. I don't know, there's just something so beautiful and crisp about this rosé. I just love it. It's floral, but it's not too floral. It's bright, but it's not too bright. It's crisp, but it's not too crisp. It's light, but not too light. Perfect for any occasion when you're walking around in Florida. This is a 4.5 out of 5 House of Browns. This is the rosé I am looking for. And there, he loves him some frosé, so I'm excited to see how he feels about the traditional Disney frosé versus the one that's coming up soon.
Here we have the rosé that the House of Brown built on our backs, like most other things. The month of melanin magic is almost upon us, or on us actually, by the time you see this video. And trust that I plan to be the blackest I can be for the entire month, which means basically just existing. Cheers. Ooh, very fruit forward. Very tart. You get like the sharpness of the fruit like right up front, but not in like a way that's like overpowering. It still lets the wine be wine. Got a very like nice viscosity to it and a clean cutoff. Very drinkable. It doesn't go like overly sweet to the candy levels that some rosés have, but still very drinkable. 4 out of 5 plus. Here we have the Marooned Pig Old Fashioned. This is one of the most decadent old fashions on property. These nice pieces of folded bacon in it. You got the fruit and everything else in here. It's almost like a Bloody Mary, but better because, well, it's an old fashioned. Now, the first time I got this, it was actually rather sad looking like piece of bacon in here. Now you have this nice folded piece in here, all nice and soaked. It's giving me swine brine, but elevated, you know? Nice and smooth, not overly bitter, very drinkable. I feel very classy, like marooned on an island. With the cocktail, it's probably going to be this cocktail. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
As I pour this beautiful vegan caramel all over this dessert to the point where it is swimming and I should really not be pouring anymore, I beg you to tell my vegan friends, is this better than Ohana? Because I promise you, it is not. Even though Ohana has their own version of this now, all the sauce, just drip it in the sauce. Seriously, Ohana would never. Like, they've tried multiple times, and last time we went there for my birthday, I had something like similar to this, but it's just not as good. And I think it's the syrup. The syrup really makes this dessert like fire. This is a 4.75 out of 5 desserts. As somebody who does not like pineapple, I love this dessert, and I can't say the same for Ohana. And this is the one reason why I think that Sebastian's is better than Ohana. But you can get this dessert, not this dessert. You can't get this dessert at Banana Cabana, but you can get the Ohana dessert at Tambu Lounge. So there's an advantage there. But still, I think this is better. 4 out of 5 desserts.
This dessert is one thing that definitely has not decreased in size anytime we've come here. It is still a massive portion, be you vegan or not. With tons of caramel and ice cream to go around. Still a suntan level of hard on the coconut, but still very bright, very sweet, but not overly sweet. The caramel does a lot to balance out what would normally be a very sharp flavor of coconut. And it feels made for each other, like Mario and Luigi, or Lex Luthor and Superman, or Waluigi and like everybody else. I would give it a 3.75 out of 5 plus. Half of the joy is in the pour. Unlike the princess, I believe in moderation. To an extent. Go ahead and just carve off a little corner there. And yes, for the faithfuls here, I did take magic pills. I do like to live, after all. That's definitely one of those dishes where you have to enjoy the ingredients. If you don't like coconut, you don't like pineapple, you're going to have problems. They are very strong flavors. Neither one of them giving an inch to the other. Ice cream is giving the whole like vanilla ice cream or brownie sort of deal. It just sort of works, but it's like island style. You know what I mean? It's a solid dessert amongst desserts. Even as somebody that's not a huge dessert person, it's still something I can't help. I have to stop myself from eating it, mainly because of the ice cream. Otherwise, it probably would have been gone before the princess hit the record button. I'd give it 3.75 out of 5 plus. Sebastian's Bistro, even though I feel like they're having an off night, is still one of the places we recommend, and we're trying not to gatekeep from the rest of the community.
I would say that the loss of Chef David has definitely made an impact on the menu of this restaurant. But we'll go see him in his new form and look for that video
soon
when it comes out, whenever his menu comes out.
Yes. We still love Sebastian Bistro. We feel like enough people don't come here. If more people came here, we'd have more fun things. They used to do a lunch that we miss dearly. They haven't had since the first year they were open. That because they're not busy, we're not sure if we'll ever get back.
It won't.
But we love it here, and we need to know why you guys don't come to Sebastian Bistro. Why do you waste your time at places like Olivia's and other such subpar restaurants? Exactly. This is much better than Ohana. So I need to let you guys explain yourselves graciously in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will yeet himself into Sebastian, play the music, and dance!
I'm a calypso drummer now, but you heard the girl. You're not Happy Gilmore. Softly. And you say you have no upper arm strength. Maybe it's hip strength. Closer. See?
Okay, but I can still do it.
Perfect.